Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a fun video. I am going to be doing a dupes video for you guys today. I actually already did it. Let me know in the comments down below what side you think is what. Is this the high-end side? Is this the dupe side? Let me know. I love the way this look came out and I found some amazing dupes for these high-end products. And yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to see today's video. But before we get into today's video, don't forget, if you like these types of videos, to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. I already put on two potential dupe products just because I wanted it to sit on my skin for a little bit before I put anything else on top of it. I am talking about the Supergoop Glow Screen against the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Sunscreen. This one from e.l.f. has SPF 30 and the one from Supergoop has SPF 40. I will say these are not dupes whatsoever. These are different. I prefer the e.l.f. one a little bit more. This side has the e.l.f. side on my face and then this one has the Supergoop. So I feel like the e.l.f. has more glow and I feel like it gave me a little bit more coverage than the Supergoop, and the color and consistency are different from each other. So yeah, these aren't dupes for each other in my opinion. I would definitely say save some money and go with the e.l.f. one. I like this one more. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys real quick. Oh yeah, and another thing is I didn't realize when I was doing my Sephora recommendations, but Supergoop actually came out with more colors or more shades with this glow screen. So if you weren't able to find your shade before, you might want to check it out now because they have came out with more since. I don't know what's wrong with mine, but mine keeps on leaking everywhere and I don't like that. So I'm just gonna real quick give you guys a swatch. So this is what it looks like on my hand. This bottom one is the one from e.l.f. As you can tell already, the colors are way different, but on the face you can't even tell, so don't even worry about that. But yeah, and then this one is from Supergoop. The one from Supergoop, like I said, is more of a runnier consistency, and then the one from e.l.f. is a thicker consistency, which I don't really mind either way with the consistency. But yeah, so let me go ahead and swatch it out for you. I kind of did it too close together, but that's okay. But yeah, see, so this is the one from e.l.f. and then this is the one from Supergoop. So when you swatch it, like I said, it looks different, but on the face it doesn't look so much the same. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts on these two. And then I did already go ahead and prime my eyelids. So for eyeshadows, for the drugstore side, I did pull out two different eyeshadow palettes. I have this one from Wet n Wild. This is Always Naked eyeshadow palette, and then this is the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palette. Just looks like this. So like I said, we're just focusing on the mattes on these. For the mattes, for the high-end side, I picked out this one from Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Mattes palette, and this is what it looks like. And then I did go for shimmers. Now technically I'm kind of cheating with the shimmer part, but one is a little bit more affordable than the other, and then unfortunately one of the ones that I'm going to be comparing you cannot get no more. But let's talk about the more expensive one. I'm talking about the Makeup by Mario. This is the Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palettes. Now I am just focusing on the shimmers right here. I did find a dupe for these. Like I said, it's not that much more like cheaper, but they are a little bit cheaper and these are easier to find. But I'm talking about the Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadows in Space Cowboy in particular. Let me go ahead and swatch this one for you, and then I gotta actually find the one that I thought was a dupe for on the Makeup by Mario. I think it's this one, or is it this one? Either one. Oh, I think it's this one. Let me see. Oh yeah, like look at how that was a bad swatch, but on the eyeballs I don't think you're gonna be able to tell a difference. But yeah, that is what I'm gonna go ahead and use today. The one down here is from Urban Decay, and then the top two are from the Makeup by Mario. I will say the one from Makeup by Mario, I think they're shimmer toppers, but we're gonna make it work. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually going to speed this part up. I'll let you guys see what I'm doing, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts on these eyeshadow dupes. Okay, this is what the eyeshadow is looking like so far. So I will say this is not a dupe, unfortunately. One side is more cooler than the other side. I will say I do like the Drugstore side more. I just felt like it was easier to blend. The shimmers went on nicer. The one from the higher end, it was just a little bit more harder to work with. It wasn't as easy to blend as the Drugstore side, and yeah, I just like the way the color looks more on this side. So yeah, unfortunately these are not dupes. I would definitely say just go with the Drugstore eyeshadows rather than the higher priced eyeshadows. For the primers, I did pick the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer against the Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer. So these look dupeable in color. I will say that the colors look very, very similar. One looks more like creamier than the other. I will say the e.l.f. one looks more creamier, but that is what these two look like side by side. So we're gonna go ahead and try this one out. Let's start with the Drugstore side. I'm just gonna get a little bit, and then I'm just gonna put it in my pore area. Just blend it. Actually, I'll do half of my face so that way you guys can see. And I do have some texture on my forehead because I recently got my eyebrows done, and my eyebrows, every time I go to get my eyebrows done, I always get a rash on my forehead. I think I'm allergic to the wax, but I need to do my eyebrows. So that is what the one from e.l.f. is looking like, and I do like the way it feels. And then this is the one from Tatcha. The Tatcha one is a little bit more thicker than the e.l.f. I feel like I put too much, but that's okay. I need a lot on my forehead anyway. So this is what it looks like side by side. Again, I still like the Drugstore side a little bit more, but yeah, I don't think these, well, yeah, I think these are more of a dupe than any of the other products that I've showed so far. But like I said, I do like the Drugstore a little bit more than the higher end side. Okay, for foundation, I am so excited to put these side by side. So for foundation, I have the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum against the Hourglass Soft Glow Foundation. Now, I love both of these, so I'm excited to put these side by side. I was actually the one that said I kind of felt like the one from L'Oreal was a dupe for Hourglass, so I'm going to actually show you guys on my face today. The colors look pretty similar, and yeah, I just really like both of these, and I'm excited to try these out. So let's go ahead and start with the Drugstore. I will say for this one from L'Oreal, I don't like the applicator. It is one of these where you have to like squeeze it out. It gets messy and the dropper doesn't work. I wish it would have just came with the pump instead. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to put the applicator directly on my face. Put a little bit here. I'm nervous because I don't want this to spill everywhere. And then I'll blend it with a brush. Normally I like to put this on with my fingers, but for today's video we'll go ahead and use a brush. I feel like with the fingers you get more coverage rather than doing it with anything else. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to put just a little bit right here on my nose. So this is what the drugstore side is looking like. I feel like this is more glowy now because of the SPFs that we put underneath this. Normally this is not that glowy, but yeah, I still like the way it looks. So now I'm going to get another brush and we'll go ahead and try the Hourglass one. I think for this one I'm just going to directly put it on my skin. We'll just do that much. You don't need a lot of this. A little bit does go a long way. Oh yeah, the color definitely looks the same. I did a good job in picking my color. Then I need a little bit more on my nose, so I'm just gonna use the higher end one. This is what the foundation is looking like. I definitely think these are dupes for each other. I like both sides. I will say obviously the one from L'Oreal is more of a tinted serum, so it's not going to give you a lot of coverage. So I do feel like the one from Hourglass gave me a little bit more coverage than the one from L'Oreal, but I still don't mind it. It looks both great on my skin. So yeah, I definitely feel like these two are very much similar to each other, and these are, in my opinion, dupes for each other. I like both, like I said, so either one, if you wanted to pick up one, it just depends on maybe coverage for you guys. If you want less coverage, go with the L'Oreal. If you want more coverage, go with the Hourglass. But yeah, I do like both of these on my skin. These next two products, I heard everybody talking about these, that they were dupes for each other. In my opinion, I don't think they are, but I'm going to show you guys on my face today. And I do like the Drugstore more than the higher end one. So for Drugstore, I have the NYX Professional Bare With Me Concealer Serum against the COLLABS concealer. I forgot exactly what it's called, but this is what it looks like. So the colors are obviously going to be different. The one from COLLABS is lighter than the one from NYX. I will say the one from COLLABS, the undertones run very yellow compared to the one from NYX. I feel like I find better colors with the NYX. These ones, it's just a little bit too yellow for my taste, and I don't like the way the one from COLLABS looks, but like I said, we're going to try it out today. The one from NYX, the only con I would say is that I wish this had a doe foot instead of a pump, because I feel like I get too much product, and I don't know, I just prefer a doe foot applicator. So I'm going to rub it between my fingers, and then I'm just going to put it right here, right here, right here. My forehead, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with the brush, just because I don't feel like getting a sponge. Okay, this is what both the concealers look like, and I will say I like the Drugstore concealer more. Obviously, I feel like it gave me more coverage than the Kosas, but yeah, so this is what the side-by-sides are looking like. This is the higher end side, and then this is the Drugstore side. I have a couple more creams to put on, and then we will finally put powder on. I feel like I need it. Actually, before I do that, let me wipe my lips because I have foundation on them and I do not like the way that looks. Okay, so let's go to cream bronzer. So for cream bronzer, I have the Flower Beauty Low Light Liquid Contour against the Hollywood Contour ones from Charlotte Tilbury. So the one from Charlotte Tilbury, I have fair medium, and then I have light and medium from the Flower Beauty. I'm going to try just to use the medium shade one for today. But I will say I don't like neither of these. I have tried both of them. I just feel like they're both equally the same. These are dupes for each other. I feel like both are hard to blend. And yeah, I just don't care for them. This one from Charlotte Tilbury is just overpriced. You don't get a lot of product. Like, I'm almost done with this and I feel like I didn't use it that much. And this one, yeah, it's just too hard to blend. So I wouldn't pick either of these, but for today's video we're just gonna try both. I am gonna do one side at a time. I haven't even used the medium one. I know the one in light I have used before, but the medium is new for me. So let me get a brush real quick. Actually, I'll just use, but yeah, just make sure you have something ready to go when you're gonna if you decide to pick any of these bronzers up or contours, because it dries very fast. So this is the one from Flower, and I feel like it lifted up my foundation a little bit. I'm just going to take my foundation brush that I use and just put it along the edges, just so that way it doesn't look patchy or anything. But yeah, this is what the Drugstore side is looking like. Yeah, not my favorite. I am a little bit afraid to use these. Now I'm going to use the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I will swatch these side by side once I'm done. Also, I forgot to mention, these both have a thing right here where you twist it open and close, so make sure you close these when you're done, because if not, these get really messy. Both of them do, so just be mindful of that. Okay, so this is what the bronzer slash contour is looking like. Yeah, so I feel like both of them did pick up my foundation underneath, which I don't love, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't like neither of these. On camera they don't look bad, and yeah, I did have to work really fast. So let's go ahead and move on to cream blush. And for cream blush, I have the Drugstore side is from Makeup Revolution. This is the light highlight beam pink, I think that's what it's called. And then for the higher end, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand Glowgasm in Pinkgasm. So I don't think the colors are going to be exact dupes. Actually, real quick, let me swatch the contours, because I said I was going to swatch it for you guys. Ooh, that's a lot. A lot of product came out of the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like I just wasted a bunch of product. And I just did a dot of this. Oh, I didn't even close this one either. Yeah, just make sure you guys close these, because these get very, very messy. I'm wasting so much product. But so this is the one from Charlotte Tilbury, and then this is the one from Flower Beauty. You can tell the one from Charlotte Tilbury is more of a true contour shade. It is a little bit more ashier than the one from Flower Beauty. I'll go ahead and give them a swatch for you guys, and then that's what it looks like swatched out. So I've never used this one, or I haven't used this one yet. We're only going to do 3 dots. I'll just use my bronzer brush. What I'll do is I'll just wipe it off on a towel so I don't get no more bronzer on it. I don't want to let this sit, but just make sure you guys blend this out really fastly. Fast. I don't think fastly is even a word, April. But this is what the blush is looking like. Ooh, that is pretty. I like that a lot. So this is the high-end side. Now let me go ahead and open this real quick, and then I'll swatch it, and then we'll put this on. Okay, I finally got the one from Makeup Revolution open. This freaking took forever to open. So real quick, I did go ahead and swatch it side by side. This one is the one from, yeah, Makeup Revolution, and then this one is the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I thought they were going to be similar in color, but they're definitely not. So yeah, based off of color, I like the Charlotte Tilbury one more. So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of this one from Makeup Revolution. And I don't like the way this one came out. Like, yeah, I definitely don't like this one. This one is more like of a metallic shimmer, and the other one is more flawless looking. This is more of a highlighter, I think. Yeah, so that is what the one from Makeup Revolution is looking like. And then this is the one on the cheeks. Actually, it doesn't look different, but in person I kind of could tell. But yeah, I definitely prefer the one from Charlotte Tilbury. But again, this is what it looks like. So I did forget to mention real quick as well, even though I don't like the beauty wands from Charlotte Tilbury, like the contour wands, I do like the blush wands more than the contour, so just keep that in mind. But for the 2 blushes, I definitely like the one from Charlotte Tilbury more. I feel like this one is just too metallic, and yeah, the color is just not my thing. Finally going to powder my face because I definitely need some powder. So for powder, I'm going to use, for the high-end side, I'm going to use the Too Faced Peach Perfect, which you guys already know if you've been watching my channel. I love this powder, but it has been discontinued, and I have been looking for a dupe for this one. So I've heard that the Revlon new Photo Ready Candid setting powder in 01 is a close dupe to this one. I'm not sure if you could get the one from Revlon. I hope you can. But yeah, I'm still going to test it out. I haven't tried this one yet. I already know I love the peach one. So we're going to put this one on first. I love this powder. It just makes my skin look so smooth and airbrushed and flawless. This is what the high-end powder side is looking like. I just love the way my skin looks with this powder. So I haven't put the drugstore side on yet. I just wanted to show you guys real quick what the high-end side looks like. And then let's go ahead and put on the drugstore side powder. Ooh, if I could open this. This is hard. So it does have one of these things like the Too Faced. I mean, yeah, the Too Faced, but I did cut mine. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with this one. I do like this type of packaging, but I just prefer to cut it because it's a little bit more easier for me. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll put some onto the cap. Okay, so I'm ready for the drugstore powder, and I will say this does look very similar to the Too Faced one. So I'm excited. Hopefully this is a dupe and hopefully you can still get the Revlon one. Both the powders are on, and I will say I still really do like the Too Faced one. I just like the way it looks. It looks more smoother, and I feel like the one from Revlon is a little bit more pink. It has more pink to it, which I don't love, but it's still not a bad powder, but I wouldn't say it's a dupe for the Too Faced one in my opinion, but it's not bad. I still do like it. I just prefer my one from Too Faced. So real quick, I am going to brighten the under eyes just a tad bit. I do have a powder under eye that I want to try out. So for the high end side, I have this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish powder. I have mine in fair medium. And then for the drugstore side, I have this Lottie London Press Setting Powder. Just looks like this. So these do both have a white color to them. This is what the one from Charlotte Tilbury looks like, and then again the one from Lottie London. So let me go ahead and open this. I got powder all over my shirt. Hopefully you guys can't see that. And then I am going to use the puff again. I'm just going to use another side of it. So let's do the drugstore side. Actually, do I want to use, yeah, we'll just use this puff. Put the Lottie London on one side of the puff and then press it into the under eyes. So this is what it looks like. It definitely brightened, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just a brightening powder. I really don't wear brightening powders underneath my eyes, but yeah, it's fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side with the Charlotte Tilbury. Let me see. I feel like I have powder that's not going away. So yeah, I feel like the one from Lottie London definitely gave me more brightness compared to the one from Charlotte Tilbury, but I still don't like neither. Yeah, I would definitely say don't get the Charlotte Tilbury. I've tried it before already and I still didn't like it even before I did this video, so I would pass on both, but I still wanted to try it just to see what it would look like. I did forget I have a liquid highlighter I wanted to try out. I'm gonna still put it on because I didn't put too much powder, but for the drugstore side, I have this e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. Just looks like this. I picked the shade number 2. Now I do like this as a primer, but we are going to put it as a highlighter today, and I did get the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury for the high-end side. This is in the shade 2.5 Fair. I have swatched them already to see if they are similar in color, and these are the closest colors, so we're gonna try this. I'm just gonna use a sponge for both. Now right off the bat, I love this one from e.l.f. Like I said, I have a couple different shades, but this is the shade that matched closest to the Charlotte Tilbury one. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to directly put it on the high points of my cheekbones. Just a couple little dots. You don't need much of this. And then I'm going to get a dry sponge and just blend this out a little bit. And I will say I definitely prefer this as a what is it called, as a primer rather than a liquid highlighter. I just feel like it didn't really give me much glow. That glow you're seeing is from the Makeup Revolutions one. This one, yeah, like I said, it just doesn't give me the glow that I want for a highlighter, but it's not a bad product as a primer. I love it so much. I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Ooh, that was a lot. Let's see if I can get some of that and then put it right here, right here. Yeah, I just don't like this as a highlighter, but as a primer, it is beautiful. Now for the Charlotte Tilbury one, I have not tried this one before. Like I said, I just swatched it. And then this is what the packaging looks like. So the one from e.l.f. and the Charlotte Tilbury, the packaging looks very, very similar, even the colors. This one also, I believe, has the same kind of applicator. Yes, it does. So it just looks like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do the same thing that I did with the e.l.f. one. Put it on my cheekbones like that. And then I'll use another side of the sponge. Yeah, this one is definitely more of a highlighter. I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, you could tell it right there. But I will say this is more harder to blend. I feel like it just left like a stripe rather than blending out. Well, it's kind of blending out now, huh? But yeah, so that's what that looks like. So yeah, I would definitely say the one from Charlotte Tilbury is more of a highlighter compared to the one from e.l.f. Like I said, would prefer that more for a I keep on forgetting what it's called, a primer. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this on the center of my nose right here, put some right there, and then blend it out. Okay, so these are what the highlighter is looking like. Like I said, I don't dislike neither of them, but I like the e.l.f. one more. I just like it for a different reason. But yeah, it's not bad, but I don't think these are dupe, but they are comparable. I just don't think they're 100% dupes for each other. For bronzers, I have Drugstore L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 300 Light Medium. I am going to put it against the Ilia Drawn In Night Light Bronzing Powder. That is the shade name, Drawn In. I've heard people say that these are dupes for each other, but I'm going to be the judge of that today. So this is what the two colors look like. I did have other colors of this one in my collection, but I got rid of them, and I did felt like these two shades were good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you guys. That is what the two looks like. This one is from L'Oreal, and then this one is from Ilia. The one from L'Oreal is a little bit darker, but oh yeah, like look at those two. Those are very similar in color. So I definitely think that you're not going to be able to tell a difference on the cheeks. So let's go ahead and use the L'Oreal one first. Now I'm going to put the Ilia one on. I will say both of these are very powdery, so just keep that in mind. So this is what both of the bronzers are looking like, and I definitely think you cannot tell a difference. If I had to pick which bronzer, I think I like the Ilia one a little bit more. I feel like the L'Oreal one went on a little bit more patchier than the Ilia one, but not bad. But yeah, so I definitely think my face looks pretty even. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to blush. I actually have two different blushes that I wanted to put side by side. Actually, I'm gonna save this one for another video, and then I'll use this one because I really want to try these ones out. So for the Drugstore side, I have the one from Almay. This is the Healthy Hue Blush in 100 Nearly Nude. Just looks like this. I do gotta open it, and then I am gonna put it against the Pat McGrath Divine Blush in Desert Orchid. I have it in a trio, but hopefully it's this shade right here. I'm gonna use it against the one from Almay. I feel like those are pretty similar in shade. Yeah, you could definitely tell. Go ahead and I swatched both of the blushes. So this blush right here is the one from Almay, and then this one is from Pat McGrath. On the fingers, they do look similar, but I feel like the one from Almay has more of a glow to it. But I think once we put it on the cheeks, you're not going to be able to tell a different. Let me go ahead and swatch it on the back of my hand real quick. Oh yeah, these do, like, look at how similar that looks. This is the one from Almay, and then this is the one from Pat McGrath. Color-wise, I feel like I like the one from Almay a little bit more, but yeah, look at that. I don't think you're going to be able to tell a difference on the cheeks, but let's go ahead and put it on and see. I am going to use two different blush brushes. So let's do the Almay one first. I'm just going to pat it in there. be very careful with this. It is pretty powdery, and a little bit definitely goes a long way. So this is the one with Alame. Yeah, it definitely gave me a glow in person. I love the way it looks. Now let's go ahead and do the Pat McGrath one. Okay, so that is what these two look like. You can't even tell a difference on the cheek. I love both of them. I like both the way they look. That is so pretty. Okay, let's talk about highlighter. And for highlighter, drugstore side, I do have the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and I am going to put it against the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. Now, I have heard that these are dupes for each other. Color-wise, they do look like similar, but yeah, ooh, that looks very close in color. Let me go ahead and give these a swatch side by side. I feel like the one from Hourglass is a little bit more lighter. So this one, actually no, on camera, the one from Essence looks lighter than the one from Hourglass. Interesting. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys. Oh yeah, I could definitely tell a difference. I feel like the one from Hourglass is a little bit more powdery than the one from Essence. Essence has more of a glow to it. This is the one from Essence, and this is the one from Hourglass. Yeah, you could definitely tell the one from Essence has more of a glow to it. So let me go ahead. I am going to use the same brush. I'm just going to focus on like different sides of the brush. So let's use the one from Essence first. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the one from Hourglass. I'm going to flip the brush over and put this one on. So this is what the highlighter is looking like. I will say on the face it does look similar. But I think I prefer, I don't know, now that I'm looking at it, they both look the same on the face. I think maybe the one from Hourglass I like a little bit more because it's not as, it's more smooth on my skin than the one from Essence. The Essence, I definitely feel like I could see more texture on this side compared to this side. So yeah, when I swatch it, they don't look similar, but on the face, they are very similar, and I didn't think I was gonna like this, but yeah, I definitely like the one from Hourglass more. What I want to do next is I want to spray my face. So for setting spray, for the drugstore side, I am going to put this e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Spray, and I'm going to compare it to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I've heard these are dupes for each other, and I will say these are very comparable. I do like both of these. They equally work the same. So yeah, these are definitely dupes for each other, but I would still pay the full price to get this one. I really do like this one a lot, but I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face. I'm going to shake both of them, but this one you could hear it has something in there, so just be careful. And then I did have to change the nozzle because the one I had wasn't spraying, so just, and yeah, it's not, you have to get it going before you actually spray your face. Oh my god, that feels so good. And then I'm going to put the Charlotte Tilbury on this side. The one from Charlotte Tilbury smells so good. It smells like a spa. So definitely I would say these are dupes for each other, but I do like both of these. I would just probably pick the one from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, let's talk about eyeliner. For eyeliner, I have drugstore side, the Pixie. This is the Endless Silky Eye Pen in, what shade is this? I don't know what shade this is, but it is in brown. It's just a brown color. I am going to put it against the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil Waterproof Long Lasting in Demolition. So that is what the two look like. I will give you guys a swatch real quick. These are creamy. So I will say the one from Pixie is more creamier than the one from Urban Decay. So this one is Pixie, and then this one's Urban Decay. On camera, they do look very similar. So in the eyes, I don't think you're going to be able to tell a difference. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to put the Pixie and then the one from Urban Decay. Okay, eyeliner is on, and I will say you cannot tell a difference, but I do prefer the one from Pixie a little bit more than the one from Urban Decay. The one from Pixie was easier to put on, and you could actually see it in my waterline better than the one from Urban Decay. I just feel like this one hurt my eyes more from Urban Decay, but yeah, on the eyes, very, very similar. You cannot tell a difference. I really do like these two. So for eyebrows, I do have the Milani Stay Put Liquid Brow Wax. Just looks like this, and then I am going to put it against the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. Just looks like this. I haven't used neither of these. I've been holding off so I could try it in today's video. So let's do the one from Milani first, and then we'll go from there. Ooh, this one has a white tint to it. You could see. Ooh, hopefully this does it. So it didn't leave like any white residue on my eyebrows. Ooh, I like that. It just a little tiny bit right here, but I could just smooth that out. But I like, ooh, that eyebrow looks good, doesn't it? I wasn't expecting to like that. Okay, let's try this one now from Benefit. This says it's 12-hour wear, waterproof. So those are some strong claims. And then this is what the packaging looks like. Let's see if it has that white, like, oh yeah, this one also has the white product in it, like the one from Milani. I definitely like the one from Milani more. This one looks so good. It just looks more fuller. It looks fluff. Wow. All right, Milani, I like that. So I wouldn't say these two are dupes. They're similar, but I don't think they're similar enough. Well, yeah, this one did give me some fluff, but not as much as the one from Milani. But damn, I love the one from Milani. That looks nice. Okay, cool. I like that. For mascara, I am going to use the e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara, and I'm going to put it against the Benefit Roller Lash. So this is what the two looks like. Packaging looks identical, and obviously, as you can tell, I haven't used neither of these. I do have the Benefit in a mini size, just because I didn't want to get the full size, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like this mascara. I'm very picky when it comes to mascara. And then, real quick, let me show you guys, if I can get into it. I'm just going to rip it. I'm going to show you what the e.l.f. one looks like. A little closer look. So yeah, very similar in packaging. Let's see what the wands look like. So, ooh. Let me show you guys up close. The wands look identical. Look at how similar they look. Wow. One side of the bristle is longer than the other on both of them. But so far, packaging wise and the way they look, these are very dupeable. Let me see. Yeah, the wands feel like, oh yeah, even the wands feel the same. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put these on real quick, and then will give you guys my thoughts on what it feels like and what it looks, and if they're dupes. Okay, mascara is on, and you guys, these are freaking dupes for each other. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. I just wanted you guys to see if you guys can see a difference, but these are 100% dupes for each other. So I think if you've been wanting to try the one from Benefit, don't waste your money. Just get the one from e.l.f. because it is so similar. I think, do I like the e.l.f. one better? I think I do, but no, what? No, I take that back. They look each similar. Yeah, so just get the e.l.f. one. Yeah, I do like the e.l.f. one. Even though they're complete dupes for each other, save some money and get the one from e.l.f., but I love the way that looks. Let's finish off this video with lips. We've been here way too long. So for lips, I am going to put, for the drugstore side, the e.l.f. O-Face Satin Lipstick in Dirty Talk. It just looks like this. I'm going to put it against the one from NARS. This is the Audacious Lipstick in the shade Barbara. Now, I have heard that these are dupes for each other. I haven't tried neither of these lip products before. It is the first time today. So this is what the two look like side by side. Very, very similar. They both have the names on the bottom of the lipsticks. They are both magnetic. I will say the one from NARS has a shine and the one from e.l.f. is matte packaging, but they do both have a magnetic open and close. Wow, these are so similar. They even have the names. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. The names imprinted on the packaging. Oh, hopefully you guys can see it. I think you guys can see it better that way. But yeah, wow, that is so crazy. So the one right here is from e.l.f. and then this one is from NARS. Swatched, they look very similar. I think this one is a little bit more darker, but I feel like on the lips you're not going to be able to tell. So let's go ahead and put this on. I'll start with the e.l.f. one. And I'm not going to put a lip liner just because I didn't have a dupe for a lip liner. So we're just going to go straight with the lipstick. And then now we're going to put the NARS one on. So that is what the lipsticks look like. You guys, you cannot tell a difference on camera. They even feel similar to each other. I like that. Oh. If I had to pick, I don't know. I guess save some money and get the ones from e.l.f. But the one from NARS is not bad either. I like the way this looks on my lips. Yeah, the color is just a little bit off. The one from e.l.f. is a little bit lighter than the one from NARS, but you can't really tell a difference. I like this. Okay, this is a good dupe for me. Alright, you guys, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to get myself together. I'm going to get my thoughts together, and then we will go ahead and I will tell you guys my top 5 favorite dupes for today. But yeah, this is what the whole makeup look is looking like. I really do like the way this looks. So give me a second, let me get myself together and we will wrap up this video. Okay, you guys, I am back to give my final thoughts on this dupe video. So real quick, let me go over the 5 products that I think are complete dupes for each other. The blushes, the Alame and the one from Pat McGrath, they are complete dupes for each other. I don't know, like I said, I think I prefer the one from Alame a little bit more than the one from Pat McGrath. But yeah, these are very much dupes for each other. And then the next product are definitely the mascaras. These are definitely dupes for each other. I do like these both equally the same. So yeah, it just depends on if you want to spend the money on the one from Benefit. But the e.l.f. one is a great alternative if you do not want to spend the money on the Benefit one. And then the lip products, oh my god, these are 100% dupes. The colors are a little bit off from each other, but on the lips, you cannot tell a difference. So yeah, I really did like those. The foundations are 100% dupes for each other. Like I said in the video, the one from Hourglass has a little bit more coverage than the one from L'Oreal, but these are dupes for each other. I really do like these. And then the final products that I think that are dupe for each other are the setting sprays, the e.l.f. and the Charlotte Tilbury. These are definitely dupes for each other. They feel the same, they last a long time. But like I said, I do like the Charlotte Tilbury one a lot, but I do like the e.l.f. one. So I think if they were to get rid of the one from Charlotte Tilbury, I would definitely pick up the one from e.l.f. But yeah, I love these equally the same. These are dupes for each other. And then real quick, I just wanted to give a couple products an honorable mention. I really did love the sunscreen from e.l.f. I liked it a little bit more than the one from Supergoop. So if you haven't tried the Supergoop or you don't want to spend the money on the Supergoop, I definitely think you should get this one. And then of course I like the e.l.f. Halo Go filter. But like I said, I like this more for a primer rather than a highlighter. I just feel like the Charlotte Tilbury was a little bit too beamy. But yeah, I don't like this as a highlighter. I prefer it more as a I keep on forgetting what it's called, as a primer. And then I do really like this Pixie eyeliner. I like it more than the one from Urban Decay. So this is definitely a great alternative. And then finally, the Milani Brow Wax. This looks so good on my eyebrows. Like, this is the one. I didn't have to fill it in with nothing. This one I feel like I have to fill it in, but this one doesn't look like I need to fill it in. It looks so nice and fluffy and full. I really do like this a lot, so I would highly recommend picking this one up. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let me know, what do you guys think? What side do you guys prefer? The drugstore side or the high-end side? I really do like the way this came out. We found some amazing dupes. Everything else that I talked about would just felt like in the middle. They weren't bad, but they weren't great. So yeah, I'll keep on playing with all these products some more, and I will let you know in a speed review on the products that I tried out in today's video. But you guys, until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye!